And we're live. We'll give everybody a few seconds to get in here. And let's see. Yeah, we'll watch we get on our screen, show you how many people are watching. So we'll give it, we'll add to it. Yeah, you can hear the ad. All right, everybody jumped in there. Good evening. Happy New Year, everybody. We've got, let me look here. We got a whole bunch. Barb's Country Home. Happy New Year. John, welcome. Yeah, 2023. Now, see how many, I don't write a lot of checks. Someone's gotten me into electronic banking, but we'll see how many I write 2022 on it. So Andy, I don't think you're still in here, but since you got to work, but Andy, thanks for stopping in. Jesse and Lisa, you know what? The thumbnail for this, those were sun dogs. We had so much blowing snow after the blizzard that we both got the cameras out, even though it was like 14 below. Took a bunch of pictures. Those sun dogs. That was sunrise with the sun dogs.
Just insane.
It was unbelievable. Huge. It was gorgeous. Got my neighbor across the street. Our neighbor. She took some great pictures of her barn and all that with it. So yeah, that was sunrise with the sun dogs. Dawn, welcome. Happy New Year. Tani got in here, got the alarm going. Happy New Year to you, Tani. Kelly, yes, you don't have to go to bed early. Kelly never makes it. And Kelly, your gift is playing into the into the mix tonight. So appreciate that. But good to see you that you don't have to work tomorrow. So Holly's got the day off tomorrow too. Yep. So a nice day. Phil, welcome. Happy New Year. Let's see if we can catch up on Hudson, growing with Hudson. Welcome. Happy New Year. Sheila, did I miss one?
Oh, my favorite thing about the holidays is paid time off.
Oh,
yep.
There you go. Sheila, yes. Happy New Year. Welcome. Thank you. Susan, welcome. Yeah, let's hope it. Health and happiness. I'm tired of talking about the non-health issues for the past couple of years. There you go. Happy New Year, Haas. Barbershop, I'm sorry, I don't know your first name. Throw it out in the comments if you don't mind. I'd love to, so we can call you the right name there. Let me see trying to watch a few other. Let's see, Lori.
Hello.
Good evening, Laura. The Huga Homestead, welcome. Trying to think of, God, I watched one of your videos and was just laughing. And now I can't think. Well, let me catch up on this, then I'll give our backstory. Uh-oh. Had to lock my chickens up.
Yep.
Ours are...
A couple hours ago.
Ours are done. Let's see. Margie, welcome. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. And there we go. Matt and Robin, welcome. Thanks for joining us here. Appreciate it. Oh, barbershop. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so now I'm thrown off where you're located even. So, but good. We got a good crowd in here. Dawn's in here. Let's see. Got behind. Everybody coming in. Okay, yeah. We were up at a friend's cabin, so over New Year's for a couple of days. And so we're playing catch up. Trying to can you watch stuff just so I don't miss everything while everybody's saying hi to everybody. We were up at a friend's cabin and it was so fun. Mm-hmm. The weather was perfect. It was right, I don't know,
25, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And no wind and lots of snow.
Oh my God, they've got a lot of snow up there. We were trying to get down to an area from there. Their cabin is elevated above the lake, and trying to get down to near the lake. We had a fire down there.
Yeah. What? Foot and a half, 2 foot?
It was
knee deep.
It was knee deep snow. That's a workout, especially coming up the hill. Oh my. I was winded. So we had fun. We had a lot of great food, great friends, a lot of laughter, a lot of let's see. Okay, from Indonesia. Thank you. Good. Welcome aboard. Let's see. Ipung. let's see. There you go. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But welcome. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. No, we had a lot of fun. Hope everybody had a great holiday season.
Yep.
Since our last live, all heck is broken loose with the weather. I mean, everybody got the same storm that came through, but we had 20 or 15 inches of snow.
Yep.
Then all the wind came and blew it all over with drifts and everything. Then we got another 5 inches or so.
Yeah.
Where it was just going to be, maybe a dusting to 2 inches. Well, no, we got 5. And then it was dusting again, or blowing and drifting. And,
yeah, since we're on the backcountry road, we didn't see the plow till, well, it was bad enough that the county pulled their plows Friday afternoon.
Yep. And just
Friday afternoon because the drivers just could not see the roads. It was blowing so bad.
Yep.
And we didn't see a plow come and get us out until Saturday afternoon. And we had 3-foot snow drifts on the road.
I was going to go to the bank on Friday and got the driveway done. So got out on the road, and I kind of looked ahead. I thought, this looks a little weird. So I got out of the car and walked forward, and the drifts were, almost as big as the car in some spots. I'm like, nope, I'm out. So I didn't get to the bank. We didn't have mail for
almost a week.
Almost a week. It was just nasty. So
he just couldn't get out, and now they're saying we could get another.
Yep,
possible foot.
That's Lori saying. Yep. Tomorrow night 5 inches and Tuesday 7. So there's a chance of another foot here. So oh my gosh, Stacy, thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Let me see. I thought I saw. There you are, Melissa and Eric. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm trying to not miss anybody. If I do, I apologize. 6 feet of snow on Lake Superior. There you go. Unreal. Oh, here, someone new, Steadfast Trail Farm. Thank you for joining us. Throw your name down below if you don't mind. I'd love to. I don't think you've been in here. Try to keep track of. You have been. JC, I'm sorry. I've got a little sticky note. I'm sorry, but welcome back. Thanks for jumping in here. And I think you're in the drawing tonight as well. But the weather's everybody's been dealing with it. I do want to do a little something about kind of lessons learned. I'm on a few Facebook pages regarding chickens and homesteading, and there was a lot of failure going on there. People were not prepared for something like this. So it's like, okay, what did we learn? So if it gets cold again in January or February, we don't have a repeat of all the tough adventures that went on across the country. There was a lot of failures going on. It was tough. Let's see. Steph and Chris, welcome aboard. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. There you go. Lots of rain. Well, the one good thing, we didn't get rain last summer or the summer before. We really didn't. It's been dry. Yeah. We didn't get a lot of snow last year. We've got a lot of snow, and hopefully that's going to translate into a lot of moisture in the ground to help us get off on the right foot for gardening for next year. Paula, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We need that moisture. I am happy with that.
Yes. Well, at this point, we'll take any moisture we can get, even if it is a lot of snow.
Yep. Yeah.
But that just means it'll get in the ground this spring.
I'm hoping, and keep our well full.
Yep.
With the lack of rain over the past couple summers, and we're gardening a lot, so we're throwing water there. I have worried that our well would go dry. So
I think we're.
Am I caught up on? Let's see. Matt and Robin, they're in here. Everybody in Minnesota starting to talk about their worst case scenarios on weather. Brenda, welcome. Thanks for jumping in and joining us. Let's see. Yeah, Barb, you had a lot of. I'm looking forward to. We've been gone for a few days, so I haven't watched videos, but Barbie really wrapped everything up and tried to keep it alive. So I'm hoping everything did. I'm looking for the follow-up video. All you guys that are still gardening, I'm living vicariously through you since I can go out and garden garden in the snow. So let's see. For 4-inch snow drifts, plus 10 and pouring rain. Oh, geez. That's the one thing. We came home and our neighbor Carmen was watching the hens, and it got warm. It was around 30 degrees, so everything gets kind of mucky. The girls are stepping in everything, so the eggs look like heck. So our production this week is going to be down just because the eggs are just nasty from dirty feet, and I just can't give that out to our customers. And before, when it was cold, it was great because nothing was sticking to them. So Happy New Year, Ann. Welcome. Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Thank you for joining us. Missing not having any snow.
Oh, wow.
We'll send some your way. I'll get a big box and go. One thing we wanted to do tonight is celebrate some growth. We really grew last year. I look back. I'm a stat keeper. Keep little numbers here and there. And at the turn of the year, we had 334 subscribers. We were getting going. We were just kind of figuring out our niche and what we were doing here. And now we've got, I don't know, we added like 1,700 in the year. So, and I know there's a lot of people that go on just a rocket ride. We're on the slow ascent, but we appreciate everybody kind of following us along and helping us hit 2,000 subscribers. You think, oh, the channel will grow. I don't know. Most of it's me, so I can't expect it to grow that much. So we don't get a pretty face on very often. So I just got to show the chickens. But thank you, everybody, for doing that. So we've got some Amazon gift cards, some $50 gift cards we're going to pull from the hat. Thought we'd get a couple more. Hide current comment. I don't want. Oh, yeah. There we go. Still learning out these lives. Just some upcoming little housekeeping before I forget about it. We got 2 lives in January. We're going to get after this. Yep. The 15th and 29th. We're going to have some guests come on and talk about some things for the year. And then in February, we've got 2 of them, and we're going to have some guests on there talking about $50 February. Yep. The $50 challenge, just how it's going. It'll be the 12th and 26th. So it'll be kind of a midway in the end, and we'll see if everybody comes on and they're skin and bones, they're famished from not eating, and here we go. Here's the Christmas weather from over in Indonesia. Rainstorms. Well, thank you. Thank you. But rainstorms, it's going to be, I would assume, months before we see rainstorms. It's going to be,
hopefully, they're saying with us in the lower 30s, we might get rain mixed with our snow.
That's what I don't want. If we get ice, when we went to my friend's cabin in northern Wisconsin, and they got heavy snow, wet snow, and it stuck to the trees, and then wind, and they were all bent over. They were snapped, and these were trees that were 8 inches across that snapped.
Pines and birch and everything. It's just these tall trees, and then you just see them. Tips are touching the ground.
Our girls are still producing. We got 60 girls, and we're still at about 45 eggs a day. So they're doing good. We're very proud of them. Keeping the lights going, keeping the door open. It's going.
Wandered out a little bit today, out into the sunshine and snow, and
yes, they did that. Why don't we do a gift card here? We're gonna hold this. This is gonna be our. I know there's these apps you can put on and do everything.
He likes to do things old school.
I'm total old school. Kelly over at Mickelson Family Farms. Hopefully I said that right. She got us one of those nice things that, as everybody's been entering, I've been writing their name on a little piece of paper and putting them in here. So now we're gonna Get them all out, dump them in there so that we can't see them. But let's pull our first winner just for, I'm going to let Holly do this so I don't get in trouble. Here, I'll hold it and you pull.
Got one.
The winner of the first $50 gift card is
Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson. I don't know if that's Pam Anderson, like from Baywatch. Do we have Pam Anderson Baywatch watching our channel? I don't know. We'll see if the red swimsuit shows up. Congratulations, Pam. If you can get in touch with me, our email is on our page in the About section. Send me an email or comment on this video so I can get your address to send the card to you. And let's see. Tommy and Sherry Homestead at Waterfall Cottage. Welcome. Thank you. Yes, I saw you joined us and appreciate that. I checked out your channel as well, and thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. We've got, did I see someone else jumping in? Oh, I did. Where are we?
Hands in the dirt.
Growing on Vancouver Island. Welcome. I know you just joined us as well. Thank you. And I don't remember the name. I'm so sorry. Throw your name down below if you don't mind sharing that. Then I don't say, hey, I forgot your name. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember them all, and I'm not good with that. So Matt and Sarah, our neighbors down the road about 10 miles. Stop by. Yeah, cheers. Many more. We're trying to catch up to you guys. I think Matt and Sarah, 10,000 or 11,000. They're our closest YouTube family. So if you haven't checked out Matt and Sarah, please check out their channel.
Well, have fun playing games. It sounds like a good time.
And tonight it'll be a good name. Hopefully, a good night for it. Hopefully, everybody's got the day off tomorrow, and you can enjoy. Let's see, Sheila's in here. Who else? Pam. Okay, thank you, Pam. I'm so sorry.
No, she's saying congratulations to Pam.
Oh, that's not Pam.
No, it's Lisa.
It's Lisa.
We got it.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Love this lady. She's good. Yeah, congrats, Pam. And I haven't met Pam or run into Pam too much. So, Pam, again, if you found it, trying to go down here. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody. I am just, and partly it's just being in Minnesota, and you kind of connect with others in the upper Midwest here, and because of, we can complain together about the weather, that kind of thing. But Matt and Sarah, we met early on, and they have been so helpful to get us going on a few things and helping us and teaching us with chickens and such with the meat birds. Oh, it's a lot of fun. There she is. Pam Anderson, welcome. Hello, Happy New Year. Pam, if you weren't on a few minutes ago, you're our first winner.
Yep.
You won a gift card. So make sure you go to the About section on our page, and our email's there. Send us a note so we can get your address to send you your gift card. But congratulations, a lot of fun. One thing I wanted to go through last year, one of the first videos I did of the year was kind of setting goals for the year and some things that we wanted to do. And I watched it. I failed miserably. I did. There was me. I'm the big dreamer. Oh my God, I talk with my hands, and well, you've seen me. I was throwing goals out. Things I did want to do, legit. Yeah. Wanted to get the orchard planted. Wanted to put in another line of pine trees on the north and the west side to give us another good wind block and get that going. Work in the garden on a few things to improve that. Add chickens. And there we go. Hi, Krubby. Welcome. Thank you for jumping in again. I appreciate you being here. The orchard didn't happen.
Nope.
Not at all. We've got the money for it. We saved up. So, hey, That's the good part. But it's finding the 6 spots, 20 feet apart, to plant it that needed to be.
Well, we had to clean out the area a little bit more. And there was still a lot of.
There's a lot of garbage. If you remember, we found the farm dump from years gone past.
So we're still picking, chunks of cars and pieces of machinery and all this metal
Glass.
out of there and glass. And
we took hundreds of pounds out last year.
Yeah.
Hundreds. We'll take old chicken feed bags and just fill those. They're heavy duty bags.
Every week we were doing a couple of those in the spring for 6-8 weeks.
For sure. Throwing them into the garbage.
Until it just gets overgrown and we can't get in there anymore.
And we took out hundreds of pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with that, we'll do more this year, but a lot of the garbage is out of there. We cut down a lot of trees.
Yeah.
And so
cleaned out all the old
opened it up.
buckthorn and scrub stuff that was in there. And
there's so much junk. There we go. Amy, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. Hope the weekend wasn't too hard for you. But
look at the comment above.
You tell that to my back. Holy smokes. There's times where, you're down on your hands and knees. I don't want my girls scratching in that because there's little shards of glass. And so we're trying to pull out, a bottle that you can see is broken. So you're on your hands and knees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old for that.
And digging. And we found, and it was an automobile glass because of the way it had just shattered and broken.
The little pieces like your windshield would.
Yeah. So we were trying to pick those all out. And
it was interesting.
Yeah.
But now we've got the area all kind of opened up.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
cleaned out. It's
not leveled, but we burned out a couple of stumps. I think this year we're going to be ready to dig and plant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Last spring too, we had a little setback in the garden.
Well, and that was one other. Let's talk the evergreens. Okay. Just the evergreens. We needed to remove a few larger trees that had broken in a storm prior to us even being here. So that didn't. Little things caught up. So my two of my bigger goals for the year
are going to be this year.
We'll work on them this year. But in the garden, we had plenty of setbacks where we had the garden fabric down 2 years ago, and a storm just absolutely ripped it out of the ground and
it was
threw
last year.
Oh, day before Christmas.
December,
yeah. And there we go. Kang, thank you. Welcome. Good to have you aboard. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I had, throw up something and said, hey, I'm here too. But the garden last year, we put down new garden fabric.
Yep. And we got all the troughs put in and filled those.
We didn't want a storm ripping up the fabric again. So we learned from our mistake and put down the big raised beds.
Yeah, because we needed those anyway, because our ground is so hard that any root vegetables didn't want to grow. So no purpose.
That was a huge success.
Yeah.
But it held down. We've had some big winds. And those the raised beds, those things, those cattle troughs held that fabric down, and it's perfect. Let's see. Oh, This is not the Pam Anderson from Baywatch. This is from northern Minnesota. Yeah. Put down what Pam. I don't know if I've asked you. If I have, I apologize. What town you might be near, if you don't mind. We're not trying to pin.
I'm from northern Minnesota.
Yeah, so. I was gonna say just outside of Grand Rapids. Coleraine, the urban sprawl of Coleraine.
Go a little bit. Growing with Hudson's asking what fruits we're gonna.
I want at least 6 trees. We've talked about it. 4 apple trees, probably 2 of 2 different varieties, so they will cross-pollinate. The same thing with pears, 2 pear trees.
Yep. And just the 2 different that will work together and cross-pollinate.
And then I'd like to have a cherry tree or maybe a plum tree. There's room, I think, back there for about 8 trees. So 6 of them we've kind of got established in our heads what we want.
And then try something else and maybe get some other fruit and strawberries, raspberries.
Yeah. I was looking at Jace from Australia. It jumps in quite frequently, and he had some pictures of the fruit he was picking today, and the berries and the strawberries and I was like, oh my, everybody down Down Under is now in full production mode, and we're staring at all the white out there. So let me see if I can catch up here. Oh yeah, I should show. Amy and her husband Denny live about half an hour away,
Yeah.
and we're pulling out all these junk, this gears and stuff, and Amy and Dan make these great bird houses
Out of
and
reclaimed wood and just really cool looking.
very creative, very just incredible looking.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using some of the junk, the gears and stuff around the opening for the birds to get in, and as decorations.
Just decorations on there, yeah.
So instead of us throwing out everything, all of a sudden now we've got this outlet for, we'll be picking and there's glass, then you dig down, you hit something, you pull it out, and like, well, Amy will take that, oh, Danny will like that. So Amy,
Yep.
appreciate you helping us recycle some of the stuff that we just can't find a use for otherwise. So yeah. And we, for Christmas, we did get a birdhouse. It's way up on it's in the kitchen up high. Otherwise I'd run and grab it real quick. Sometimes we'll grab it. Let's see.
Right under Amy too.
They go to Grand Rapids. There you go.
Yep.
Barb, someone I want to get doing some videos. Someone has started making sourdough about a month ago now. It's been
month and a half. Yeah.
okay. And the sourdough is awesome. It is really good. So
I'm happy. They've been turning out good and been trying some different stuff, and it's been a lot of fun.
Jesse, I knew you'd come up with that. I was waiting for it. We'll figure out the turtle dove thing. Actually, the doves are we got lots of doves, but
yes.
Pear tree. Yep. Polk County. Okay.
Yep.
What's the Grand Rapids? Also near Highway 2. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we go out Highway 2 to go to, what's the restaurant again?
Oh, Florio's in Cohasset.
Oh, that's on 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pam, I'm kind of knowing right where you're at.
Well, she's out west a little bit more, but
okay. Well.
Yeah.
Let's see. There you go.
Yes.
Now you guys got some good apple trees. The amount of fruit you were pulling off there was incredible this year during harvest. But yeah, I want to get fruit and really work on that for the year too. And so we can all work together and figure it out. Let's see. Wouldn't live long enough to eat an apple. That's one thing we were saving up for this for about 2 years. I do not want a 3-foot spike in the yard.
No, he wants to get.
I'm getting some 6 or 8
to...
foot. I'm going to get some trees and put them in. I am not going to wait all that time. I prefer not to wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the general. I want my instant gratification. Darn it! I want it now. And let's see. Yeah, we got to get raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. We've already got the blueberries in. If I can keep the soil working right.
Keep the girls out of there.
Yeah, darn. Mama B, welcome aboard. I think it might be your first time in here. If there's a name other than Mama B that we can call you, let us know. We'd love to do that. But thank you for joining us. Okay, good. I caught up on the comments. Yeah, fruit was something I really wanted last year to get going because it does take years to establish itself.
Yeah, the fruit trees.
And let's see.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a tree company, and I can't think of the name of the tree company right now. I've got it written down in my office. But I was looking at like 8-foot, real full with a warranty, and they were $130 or something like that when you bought a few of them. So, and they would, rip ball and all. They're going to come out and deliver them. So, I kind of like that. Bring it out, then I'll take it. And go, dig the hole and put it in there. What I would like to do is kind of make the orchard nice. Because right now it's a lot of weeds and scrubby
So,
stuff.
try and till it up and get some good soil
Till
in
it
there.
up.
Get rid of the weeds. And
Get the trees down, and then put some grass seed down so that the girls can be in the orchard, eating the grass and leaving fertilizer and doing that, versus all the junk that's going on. There's just it's unclaimed forest, so we're trying to reclaim that. So, and there you go, the warranty deal. It was like a 2-year. Obviously, if you misuse them or something, they can tell.
Yeah. But if you take care of them, I'm sure.
And I wanted to go with them. It's like, okay, that's what they do for a living. They're a tree farm. So if I've got some issues, or there's a pest I see on there that I can't identify, they can maybe help me out. I don't know if you get that I don't know if you get that at Walmart. But $39, it's not a bad deal.
No.
So
surprising some of the
listen music. Welcome. Good morning. You might want to, if you don't mind, put your name down below. I think this is your first time in on one of our lives, but we appreciate it. So we're just looking at some of the stuff that worked and didn't work. You know what? Let's do another gift card.
All right.
We're at the top of the hour. So again, thanks for, I don't know what, there was like 60 or so names in there. So this is another $50 gift card at Amazon. And so what, you can just go out on Amazon and buy anything you want.
Yep.
Funny how that is. Okay, Tanks 8783. That's your, where are we here? Well, anyways, Tanks 8783. You're new to the channel. You commented, you subbed. I don't know who you are. So if you're watching this, when you see it, send us a note on our email on the About page. Then you can make sure that we can mail the card to you. But congratulations to Tanks.
Yeah.
Tanks a lot, Tanks. That was good. Yeah, everybody. Let's see. Some of the, I don't know, some of the other things that I did want to really get the blueberries going last year.
Which you did a good job of getting that cleaned up.
Cleaned that out. It's gorgeous. It's controlled now. But the soil, it wasn't exactly on. So that's my goal for this year, is really working the soil to get the pH right, so that those things just rocket and we get fruit on there. And we'll probably get fruit on there just in time for the girls to notice that, jump over the fence and eat all the blueberries. But
we'll just have to put something over the top too. Eventually, I think.
Just this whole yard will be a fortress. I'm sorry, what did I miss here?
One. Just love Glenn's. It's one of my favorite places to stop.
Oh, that's where we got my military gloves from there. Okay.
Yep, it's Army Navy surplus type. Yeah.
I think your dad found a gun he likes there.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, but last time we were in there with him, he was
scoping out,
picking up something.
Picking up. Let's see. Blueberry starts. Yeah, I'm hoping. I want to see how everybody else does. We got a couple different varieties.
I think we had 3 different ones because we ordered a couple.
Yep.
And then we also picked some up from Home Depot.
Yep. Yeah, that's for blueberries. You've got to get the pH right. And I know my pH has not been right because they really have not grown well.
No, they're still the same size they were.
Honeyberries. You know what, Margie? I don't even know about honeyberries. I don't know what they are. Maybe you can tell me a little more, or maybe that's another name for a variety of something, but I don't know anything about honeyberries. So I'm always willing to learn, and we've got the space. So it's like, let's get that out. Some other things that we're looking to do, we want to expand. I want to expand the garden. The area where, one of my goals last year was to try to tame the weeds. And we were partially successful with that. Did a lot of burning, and it's hard. We do not use chemicals.
Nope.
So I will get the big mower out and I will mow the weeds. We will weed whip the weeds. I will get the the torch out and torch
Yep.
them.
He was trying
Plastic
yeah, tarps over certain areas just to kill it off.
suffocate them.
Yeah.
And we somewhat stayed ahead of the weeds for the most part. But there's an other set of area. I'm going to put some more garden fabric down to expand the area where we can do some things. So that's a goal of the continued weed suppression. So it's, what's our soil like? You know what? A lot of clay. It's really tough. We do a lot of amending where we're going to plant. We'll put the garden fabric down. We'll torch a hole with a little, like a creme brulee torch. Open that up. Then I'll dig some of the soil underneath, and we'll put in some really good soil in there. And use that for just stuff,
manure,
chicken manure, mulch. That's chicken manure and straw.
And plus, you've got things going in the basement.
Yep, I've got my little worm farm that is turning over quite a bit of produce. We're digging it in, and it's doing good. Bunda Denny, I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. Maybe you've got a different name than that since it says food on there. Maybe it's something else, but welcome. Thank you. There we go. Jen and Steve. I don't know if I said hi earlier, if you were in earlier, but welcome. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll have to update our about because our email's not in there.
Really?
Yep.
Old Swedes Farm. I'm going through puberty here again. oldswedesfarm@gmail.com. oldswedesfarm@gmail.com. I thought in the about section, if you click that, it should say click on it and then I'm not a robot, and it appears. I'll make sure it's in there.
Yeah.
But oldswedesfarm@gmail.com. Our soil's not great. But we're amending it a lot. And we've got, with 60 chickens, there's a lot of amendments. There's a lot of amendment coming at the end of the winter here,
especially with the deep litter method we do.
Right now there's probably a good 4 some inches, and we're just entering January now. We're going to have 6-8 inches of
How big was
compost.
The pile last year that we pulled out when you first pulled it out?
The pile was probably 15 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet. It was a good pile of manure, and it broke down.
Yep.
But it was literally probably a ton. And to turn that over every week, that's my workout.
Yep.
That was, I don't know. Let's see. Tani's asking what varieties grow in Minnesota.
The elderberries? I'm thinking, I'm not sure. We'll have to
I don't. I'm not an elderberry. If you want to follow up for the next live, we should do a fruit live. It's funny, we make some little notes on where we're going with the live tonight, and then most often it takes a left turn and we end up somewhere else. But I kind of like that. From our perspective, Hudson, the manure / straw that we've got in the barn and how it's starting to compost already in the barn, giving off heat, that really threw me. I don't know if everybody saw the video, but when we were 15 below outside, the ground in the barn with the deep litter was 28.3 or 28.8 degrees. And that blew me away, how 40 some degree difference just by that deep litter, keeping our girls' feet warm. That's what it comes down to. And it was keeping the whole barn warm, to be honest.
Yep. Thanks, Brenda, for posting our email out there too for people to grab.
Oh, good.
Appreciate that.
For business inquiries. Is that what it is?
If you keep scrolling down, actually Brenda put it out in
okay.
Yep, there.
Okay, yep. oldswedesfarm@gmail.com. They'll come right to me. If I send you an email from that, it's going to say Holly, but it's really Rich and Holly. But everybody gets emails from me. What are you doing on here, Holly? Well, no, this is Rich.
Yep. Well, then when he tries to send me something from there and I get an email from myself, I'm like,
our little, I got to do another video on our indoor compost pile. the worms just exploded. I thought they would take. I had read they'll double every 30 days or something. They've really multiplied, and now they're finding friends and they're mating on the side of, the dirt's only this high and there's still plastic above, so the worms go up and mate on the walls. So I opened up the thing to put some compost in tonight from the cabin. We brought all the compost home or all the fruit and vegetable leftovers, and the worms are having fun on the walls. So I just met someone else. There you go. Annie's Kitchen. Annette, welcome. Good to have you. Happy New Year. You're already on probably the second. You're already well into the year compared to us. So
Little Ridge Farms is here as well.
Where?
I'm seeing it in you might be too far.
Am I?
Yeah.
You guys are commenting quick. Let's see. Elderberries. Local co-op constant.
Yeah.
Hundreds of pounds. Wow. We had elderberry. Isn't that what we have back there?
No, we got gooseberries.
Gooseberries. And they get all eaten up. We have wild, I think those are blackberries that we have out there.
I think so.
And the robins, the blackberries fruit right at the time when the robins have just hatched their young. And so,
I'm looking at them and they're like, oh, just starting to turn, and go to a couple days later and they're gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fruit nuts live. Yep. There we are. I don't know how to bag it or what. I've thought of it. I really have. Tried to figure out what could we do, but we have such a need for it right now that I can't give any of that up. So deep bedding in your goat house. I don't know about goat manure, how hot that is. I mean, the chicken manure we've got to let this stuff compost down. If we don't, it'll kill the plants. So we put it either, if it's a little hotter, we'll put it quite deep under the plant, or we really let it compost down.
Yeah.
There you go. There you are. I'm catching up to Holly where she is on the chat. Mark, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Jorge, 805 Barbecue Junkie. Happy New Year's. Hope you had something good on the grill. My friend got the grill out last night. We're up at a friend's cabin. I'm trying to catch everybody up if you haven't, but we were gone for the weekend at a friend's cabin. He pulled out some tomahawk
steaks.
The bone. My God, it was like Fred Flintstone. So
because the bones are this deep already, so the steak is that thick, and they were all this big.
And they gave each couple got one of those. I ate a ton. Holly ate a ton. There was so much left over.
Baked potatoes,
all the baked potatoes
and mushrooms and green bean. I mean, yeah.
I'm a sucker for a good baked potato, and they had a lot. They were really good. So, well, look at that. 4 worm bins. Nice. Now I feel bad that I've only got one. So,
well, maybe it's time to separate your two.
Oh, next year. Step at a time. We can go deeper.
Good.
So, I'm trying to catch up on the stuff. Robin. Okay. Trying to blackberries. All the stuff is so tasty. And, or you didn't have? Did you bring those to the cabin? Holly brought a whole bunch of fruit.
Oh yeah, we did find some blackberries at the store that I think were about ready to be done, but they were perfectly ripe and great flavor. And yeah.
If you've got plants and want to do a trade, or we'll trade chicken eggs for plants anytime. Here's the stuff now. Rabbit poo is like gold. Yeah, right on.
Yep, there you go. Mama bees.
Instant. Yep. Instant use versus hot pepper 5 feet tall. Holy Hannah. Ours, we got such production, and they were 2.5 feet tall, 5 feet. Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but rabbit manure is gold. Now that's something I think if you had a bunch of rabbits, if you could collect it and bag it, there's your market.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken stuff, it's bulky with the straw and all that in
Yeah,
there.
until it's broken down,
Yeah, Tani, you're right on. Yeah, and we don't. Well, we do have some rabbits here, but they're wild ones, and they cause
Mhm.
more havoc than.
Yeah.
We had well, another little story here. We went out the other day and big paw prints in the
Yep.
snow. Big paw
Right.
prints.
He's thinking it's wild dogs, but we haven't seen too much of that around. But I'm thinking we got
Big
For it.
tracks.
after it's melted, they were like 4 inches big. So yeah, they were good size, but I'm thinking we got coyotes running through, and they both times. What is it? Twice in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Both times they made a pass right down in front of the pole barn where the girls
Where
are.
the chickens are. Yeah.
The second time they came within a foot of the house and went underneath our deck, which is where the girls hang out a lot in the summer.
Yep.
And so I know they're checking things out, and it's just not.
It's not gonna be good.
Nope. But they're coming from the highway, they're coming up the road and then cutting into our yard. So
And we had another animal Friday come, a lone animal making the rounds,
Mhm.
smaller paw print. So
mhm.
I need to just I took some pictures. I need to go check that out.
Yep. Might be time to get a trail cam.
Yep. Gwen, Happy New Year.
Yep.
Eating round 2.
Nice.
I ate so much this weekend. I'm done. I just need to, new resolution coming up here. Oh man. Yeah, but the animals that we had, but Holly was out and I get a text, Rich, come out here. There's a rabbit. Like, okay, hey, $50 February. Here's some stuff for the,
Mm-hmm.
Went out and it didn't want to move. It looked like,
I thought it was dead because there was no nose twitching. The ears were back. It was just sitting there. And I was 15 feet from it?
I don't know. And I got within about 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
And I took one more step and it started to move slightly and then sat back.
He twitched a little. Yeah.
I did shoot it, and then picked it up. And I think the dogs or whatever
was through the night before had gotten it.
They had nipped quite a bit on its back end. So it was interesting to see that. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see. V's in the house. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I hope if I've missed anybody, please put a note down and say, hey, we're here too.
Well, or we're just saying hi to everybody, and yep.
It's hard to keep up with.
Love all the chatter. It's great.
There's a lot. We've got 36 people in here tonight. Thank you, everybody. I said it at the beginning, but for everybody that joined us during 2022, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We grew a lot. It's fun doing this. Sharing our story. We get a lot of, our big thing is gardening and chickens right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a lot of chicken comments, a lot of chicken newbies, kind of where we were 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've been able to pass on some knowledge there. Up in the cabin, and my Facebook lights up, and it's someone down south asking a bunch of questions. It's like, I wish I had someone to ask that 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. But thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah.
Where did I see a dog?
Well, and as we're learning things too, we're sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, or as we fall down
Yeah.
flat on our face with something. Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Those paw prints are probably, we don't have a dog. I know there's dogs across the field, and I think those are huskies. Could 2 of those have gotten out? Could they get loose? I don't know.
But I would have thought they'd have come across the field as opposed to down the road and then back up.
Who knows? We need to get a trail cam and put it out and just then solve the mystery once and for all of what is our mystery. There you go. Throw some over the fence. Hi, I'm here. Look what I brought. I just, I thought, would it be good to have a dog with the chickens, probably, but then we don't have our yard fenced yet. Where to have the dog live, how to keep it so it's not running off to someone else's property and doing stuff. We've still got some infrastructure to do. So, and
we're slowly getting there.
We're slowly. You can't. That's one thing. Maybe we should have a goals live, and everybody throw their goals down for the year, talk about it, and maybe that's a good idea. And we'll get a few people to come and share their goals for next time. Tammy, welcome. Did I click it? There we go. Mountain Grandma, thank you. Welcome. But the goals, putting the goals down. Crossbow.
Oh no.
Oh jeez. We'll see. I want to see what everybody's goals are. I've got a lot of goals for this year, but you can't. One thing where I was going with this long-winded story, you can't do it all in a year.
No.
You got to look at like a 5-year,
5-year plan.
5-year plan, and what piece of infrastructure can you put in this year? Last year with us putting the raised beds and the garden fabric, solve the weeds, and really set us up for a successful explosion of peppers and such.
Yep. Well, and
carrots.
Remember the first year we got out here, so we closed late fall, early winter. And we decided to make sticky notes and put them up and say, this is what we all want to do. And then we started looking at it going, okay, what's a need and what's a want right now? What can we do? What can't we do? And then we had to really start looking at it and thinking about it.
The pigs moved over to the want. The chickens went to the must have.
Yeah.
And that's how we
because it was something we could get done quick.
We could build the infrastructure. So I don't know, maybe that's what we'll do on our next live is talk 2023 goals and kind of go through our thought process on how we set goals and how we either fall down or how we hit them. Whoops. Wise canvas.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Is it wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Just their way of taking wise. Keep moving forward, making. Yep. And we're at the end of the year, so it's kind of that financial time we measure, okay, how are things doing? What's in what accounts and how are we doing? And I know we've had some gain. The stock market's been awful, but other stuff we've done good. So every year, take that step forward. Sometimes you take a half step back, but at least you're stepping forward. So good for you, Dawn. And you got to set goals. If you don't set goals, I don't know. For me, I got to have goals. So I'm kind of reaching for something. Because then I put the goal and all the little things, the steps to hit it. I don't know. Yeah. I have too many lists. And, hey, Holly, let's make a list. We were talking on the way home today. Hey, I'm like, hey, let's make a list of this. Oh my God. Her eyes roll back and let's see.
Well, and one of the things too is we do want to eventually get the yard fenced in to keep the girls off the road.
Yep.
So that's just one of the goals is to get that. And then once we do that, we wouldn't have to worry about a dog running out.
Yep. You know what? Let's, we're at 8:20 here. Let's draw another winner.
All right.
Hold on. Drum roll, please. For a $50, another $50 gift card. Well, drop them both in and pull one out. All right. Who do you got?
Melissa Fisher.
Melissa Fisher. Welcome. Yep. Not welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations, Melissa. Yeah, you're keeping track, right? Okay, good. Yeah, congratulations, Melissa. Let's see what. Yep. Hudson, you know what? A step at a time. And we've got a little over 3, 1 to 5 acres. You can get a lot accomplished.
Yes.
And I was surprised, our garden, we had 2,900 pounds when you took out the squash and such. Because we had over 3,000 pounds of produce that we grew last year. But 2,900 pounds, forget the squash or the pumpkins, 2,900 pounds, and it was 0.29 acres of what we actually had for garden. So,
scroll back up.
On an acre, you can do a heck of a lot.
Mountain Grandma,
Yep. You moved several states. Yep. I think it was Arizona before. You're in Missouri now. Whole different set of growing conditions. Maybe a shorter season compared to what Arizona, depending on what altitude you're at.
Well, and different plants too.
Yep.
You're in a completely different zone. So now it's.
Yep.
Yep.
The fun begins. Tammy, seriously. No, I that was fun. Our little homestead here was a chunk of woods and a big open area. One little area had been plowed. We had a blank slate, and that's what was fun.
Yeah.
Tammy, I bet you've got a blank slate. Hudson, you're gonna get 1 to 5 acres of blank slate. We just looked for. I'm a ham radio operator. I wanted to be up on the hill. I want to be up high so my antennas could.
And not a lot of electrical.
Yep. And we found there wasn't a lot of electrical power lines.
Big heavy duty ones.
Not a bunch of neighbors, and it's an open slate. I loved it. So. Yeah, what goes?
Well, we do want to get one too for inside with the girls.
Holly wants to watch the girls.
You want to watch the girls?
Well, too. Yeah, but Holly keeps bringing that up. You want to sit at work and watch our girls on one of your monitors or something. And, there's ones that fit right into a
light
bulb socket.
Yeah.
And you can move them and all sorts of stuff. So. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah. I just Pam and I thought about rabbits. I thought about rabbits a lot. If you've got chickens, here's my question for you then. If I put the hutches up on the wall, let's just say, how do you not get the chickens to fly up on top and poop on your rabbits? I could see them seriously. That's what I'm looking at is. I could see the chickens jumping up there, spending the night up there, dropping all night, and the rabbits just covered in this stuff. And
well, you do have a roof on the hutch, so it's not all.
Then it's okay. It's kind of the same thing though. Then I'm reaching up there every day to take poop off the roof of that.
Just make it not so.
The chickens get into everything. I'm just trying to figure out how to. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it because chickens, they poop on everything. So let's see. Whole new gardening methods. Longer.
Okay.
Really? Okay. Oh, up in northern Arizona. Okay, so maybe up at a higher altitude too. Flagstaff and such. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Hopefully the soil's good. Your gardens that I saw, the gardens that you inherited with your property looked like a great start. And you might even just garden in those for the first season while you're kind of figuring it out. And then the next year you can say, well, this worked, this didn't work. Here's how we need to build the next things. I don't know. It'd be fun. It'll be fun to follow your story this year as you plan for and then garden this season and see what works and what doesn't work. So all your garden.
Oh no.
Got froze. Darn it. Yeah, I was watching Barb and she saran wrapped the whole yard, it looked like, to keep things alive, and she might have some success. Gwen, it looks like maybe you didn't. Hey, Lori, thank you. You know what? I think our place is beautiful. I love it, but then I look out and go, yep, this can change. I've got a lot of lawn. I've got a big mower and I've got a lot of lawn, and it's like, what a waste. I don't use, I've got some antennas out
here. We can make better use of
I don't use this yard, and then I mow it. And it's like having a big suburban lot at times. And so I need to change that. I would love to get the entire yard fenced and that big area that's grass, let the grass grow. And in the spring, we get a couple of lambs and let them be my lawnmowers. And then at the end of the year, they become lamb chops. So,
or more garden or
more garden. That's what I want to do this year is add more garden in. But it's always, you're always planning for things. Let's see. you know what? I do love Minnesota. I complain about it a lot, and more stuff. But well, there's probably some stuff just a few miles from us. Come on down. Come on down. We'll get the whole area. Yeah, but still in Minnesota.
Of course. Yep. Nope. I did. I lived in upstate New York for 5 years, and Minnesota is and will always be home. So I was glad to be back. Even with the bitter cold days, it was more temperate there, so we didn't have the swings in temperature, but it didn't get cold in the winter. It was just a messy rain and melt, or snow and melt. It never.
There you go. So everybody's putting a good roof on. Okay, like you said, put it slanted.
So they can't.
I know. I actually, there's one area where we've got some of the nesting boxes, kind of temporary ones, and I do have plywood, and it's pretty darn steep.
But it's plywood, so they can still get a little. But I bet if it was metal, they'd slide right off.
The girls still jump up on that and just cover that, and it's just like, oh. So I don't know. Woodhard.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we've been lucky with the mites and such. I don't know. Let's see. Well, that's awesome. If you can pack up and move everybody,
the whole family, that's awesome.
That is right on. Let's see. I'm falling behind on the conversation. Sorry, gang. I'm trying to read really quick and I love getting a blank slate and being able to. I see things outside. People talk about remodeling inside. I don't get it. I don't like doing it, but go outside and it's like, yep, a garden would look good there. I see areas where we could put flowers in if we could keep the girls out.
You got one right below where you were. Well, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thanks for sending everybody over. It's nice. I didn't know that. I'll have to check and see if you've got a live right before us. We're usually hanging out for 45 minutes or so ahead of time, getting set up. We could be watching your live. So let us know if you've got a live right before ours. So have an old door frame, chicken wire angle at the top. Okay. Yeah. Just my girls, they poop on. I saw one today. She walked across the snow, came up on her deck, went up on the railing right before you came home.
Yes.
She's just walking down the railing. All of a sudden she stops, poops, walked down the railing a few more times, was yelling at a few of her friends, pooped again. It's like, come on my railing, on my deck.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. They show you they love you.
Yeah.
The small area. And that might be the thing too. Just make a rabbit area that's totally. I'd like to figure out something that could be year round. It does get warm in the barn in the summer, and I fear having the rabbits in that during the summer might be hazardous to their health. Just a little too warm at times. It's interesting just how warm or how cold it could get out there. We had sun on. It was, like near zero, but the sun, our barn is kind of a lighter blue color.
That's a gray metal.
Gray blue metal. And it was 60 degrees on the wall just from the sun touching it. So in the summer, it's a scorcher. I'd like to have the bunnies outside, but we just get so much wind from different directions. I want to be they need to be protected from all that. And I just saw, there it is. Hi, Leanne. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Look at John's message above.
John. Yep. Couldn't agree more, John. Thanks for summing that up.
What is it? Beautiful nitrogen bombs.
That beautiful nitrogen bombs. And during the summer, all over. In the winter, focused. Oh, we cleared the trail for them, and they walked out to the driveway before it snowed again. But of course, boop, 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 all the way down. The white trail became brown. It's interesting.
What they do.
It's what they do. I don't know. So yeah, we've thought about bunnies. Everybody's like, get goats. I don't want to be milking goats. Goats are
No.
not my gig.
Trouble.
They're so cute when they're small and they're bouncing
Mhm.
around. Darn it, they're great. But then, could I house them for a couple of months, let them bounce around and all that, then give them to someone else for Easter or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. We have indoor shoes and outdoor
Mhm.
shoes. I have slippers I put on when I come in here.
Yeah.
Our outdoor
I've-
shoes.
Well, and I've even got a certain pair that if I'm going out to the pole barn, especially in the winter, that's all that they're for.
Yeah.
Walk out in there because it's just a mess.
I'm not a goat hater. I'm just not a goat lover. Maybe,
Yeah.
let's just say. And they probably could have thinned out our woods in
Mhm.
a month.
Oh,
So
yeah.
could they have served a great purpose here? You bet. Would they get into everything else and mow down my neighbor's cornfield, and they'd be into
Mhm.
everything?
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not a,
Michelson's has some. They said they don't milk them and they're just for meat. So I guess if they're,
okay.
we'll have to
Well,
look into that.
we need more property before
Yeah.
we get goats. I haven't seen anyone all year. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't milk them. There's meat for meat, also pets. I got 60 pets running around or kind of pets.
Yeah.
It is funny when they see me or Holly,
Mhm.
we equal food equals love. All of a sudden you're walking out to the garden and you have like 2 things in your hand and they think it's food. You've got 60 of your best friends trailing behind you, this little pack.
Well, and
going.
I've even seen them too. They'll hear the door open on the house.
Oh, they're running.
Well, but if it's raining, they're all standing at the threshold of the door and they're all looking at us.
Oh yeah. Barb's got Crocs. Yep.
Yep.
I have got the oldest, ugliest, nastiest pair of tennis shoes,
Mhm.
but I wear them out to the barn. That's like in the springtime, they're gone.
Yep.
I'll pitch them in the rubbish and they're gone. But
Yep.
they are old. But I'm not bringing anything new into the barn right now. It's a deep litter
Mess.
It's
Warm, deep litter mess.
warm, deep litter mess. Oh,
It's not so bad when it's frozen.
Curtis, there is pets. Okay. Well, I don't know. My pets and all the animals have a purpose on the farm. I've said that, but you love
get
your
attached
chickens.
to them.
And those little goats bouncing around. I see everybody, doing the goat birth videos. Oh, I'm suckered in, and I watch it, and then in a few days they're bouncing around. It's like, oh, I'll take 4. Count me in. Here, my personal thing.
I think one of your first videos, wasn't it? You just had your camera down and had them all following you.
Some days they are all, and it's, you get your paparazzi on the days where you need to be out digging up like the blueberries and you don't need helpers.
Mhm.
Oh, and there's 30 of them.
Oh yeah. We were trying to put an edging around our asparagus patch. Oh, he had 5 or 6 little helpers in there, and every time they found a worm, it was like,
yep, they'll take it right away.
Yep.
They will eat worms. In a
Mhm.
heartbeat. We were digging up the garbage where we found that garbage area. Same thing. I'd be pulling stuff out, and one would be right next to me, scratching, looking, scratch, look.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
If we could actually get them to wear it.
If you could do a chicken cam, I would have had a chicken cam on there, and I have thought of that. I have actually tried to start doing it the day in the life of a chicken. There are certain chickens I can identify out of the whole pack. What does that one chicken do all day from start to finish? And there's a lot of time where it's nap and rest time and scratching in the woods, but it'd be fun to follow it around, and it would be fun to have.
Well, I was just thinking
camera.
around and have it like right here.
I was
Because
thinking
we
on the
know it
top of
wouldn't
the
be
head.
no, it wouldn't stay. It'd have to be more of a harness type.
They're hard. We tried putting hats. We tried putting little Christmas hats on on the chickens
couple
to
of
do like a Christmas
Christmas
card.
picture, yeah.
That didn't last more
No.
than 2 seconds.
Couldn't, but the minute we got it on one and we tried to get it on the other, then the first one had it off, and
Chicken. Okay, we got second for chicken. Everything is cute when it's young.
Yep.
Those little
Oh,
puff
they
ball
pull
chickens.
you in with the baby animal things. Yeah.
Yep, that's why chicken math happens. That's why you end up having more kids. It's because that baby's so cute, and then it turns into a teenager. And
Yeah.
Let me see, 10 more hens. Yeah, Barb, you've got a rooster problem, but
Yes. We've been lucky so far.
I am so surprised that your rooster cage, where you've got your roosters, that it is not just a war zone going on there. It is. They're very congenial to each other. It's mellow. I thought it'd be just an all-out war, but I don't know. Maybe it's Barb's just nice disposition and feeding them and Southern hospitality.
Well, they're not fighting over the girls.
And maybe that's it. They're separated from the ladies, and they don't need to.
Yeah.
Let's see. Didn't have any. Okay, gave him a break. Well, that's good.
Totally get it. Yep.
3. That's your kid March.
Oh, and what breed they are?
Oh, the little dwarf. Yep. Nigerian dwarf. They're just so cute. There's a few others that I watch who've got the goats, and they're bouncing. When you see them, mom's laying there, mom's exhausted. They're about a week or 2 old, and it's bouncing onto mom, off, and mom just kind of like, really? Are you done? Bouncing all around, and that's just good YouTube stuff right there.
Yeah.
Nope. With 60 chickens, we stare at enough chicken butts as it is.
Yeah.
Let's see, they were raised together. Maybe that does help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what? We get them through our local feed store, and we just buy the day-old chicks, and they get them from Hoover's in Iowa.
But they specify hens. They
Yep.
make sure that they get hens versus some of the other local stores that just do straight runs.
Yep.
So we've been.
I don't want a rooster.
No.
I really don't. What was it? A Rhode Island Red. We were over at a farm learning about some chicken meat chickens, and this Rhode Island Red rooster came at me. He looked like he was 5 feet tall. It was a monster. He didn't make it through the day because the farmer.
They were already planning on.
Yeah, but and I can see why they wanted to get rid of it. That thing was angry. It was big. Oof. You got a goat that's pregnant.
Oh, 5.
Oh, wow. Isn't a normal kidding like 1 to 3? And I don't know goats, so maybe 5. Wow. You got if you're, raising them and selling them, that's just good business right there to have 5. So let's see. Where's automatic chicken door?
Nice.
Yeah, I wish the other day our big barn door, and our door is probably 15 feet wide by 10 feet high, something. It froze.
Yeah.
I've made this slot out of wood to keep predators out.
Yeah.
And it gets water in it and froze. I was giving it everything I could to open it. Finally kicked it a few times and got it open. But if I could get an automatic door opener on that darn thing, oh my, that's love right there. If I could get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn, I thought you were going to have some issues, but you lucked out. You've got such a great, calm flock, or at least what you show the rest of us is a calm flock. Sometimes there's not. Let's see, what's Gwen? Yeah. Sit out in the cold barn waiting for that to happen. Oh.
Yeah.
That can't be fun.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Where are we?
Next to the dog, yeah.
Right there, Nicholson.
Oh.
Yeah, cold weather.
805 Barbecues saying goodnight.
There you go.
Yep.
Jorge, thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate that. I got to stop over to your channel. We've been gone during the weekend, so need to go check out some barbecue. I should have filmed up at the cabin. These tomahawks were monsters, but I'll stop over and see what you're cooking. So thanks for coming in here. Really appreciate it. I mean, we'll draw here in a second. I just want to catch up just for hatching. Just for hatching eggs.
Yep. Let them out with the girls at a certain time
and let them do their thing. Yep. Bacteria and flies. Yeah, we've had a fly strike on a chicken, so I can't imagine on a bigger animal. Oof.
Oh, Acorn Acres. She's got the 5.
Okay. Here's the on our kids channel, Acorn Acres. Yeah, so check out Tammy's other channel, Acorn Acres. See the 5. That'll be fun. Okay, you got it on your community page. Yeah, check that out. I will check that out. That'd be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I get the rooster. I'm out a lot, and actually, without having a rooster, we get a couple hens. A
couple of the hens that have taken over that job. They kind of keep
to the point they mount other hens to kind of show their dominance. But yeah, there's a few that are always constantly doing the rooster roll with their head up. And
I haven't seen much of that activity now that we don't have as many reds.
The Rhode Island Reds I don't know if I'll ever get a Rhode Island Red again. They're good layers, really good layers. Just a ton of attitude. Yeah. Oh my God. Let's pull the 4th winner here. Let's do that.
Yeah.
See who. Dig deep. Shuffle it around.
I have been digging deep, so we'll see what we can do.
Shuffle it around. See who we got. And the 4th gift card goes to Laura Orso, Richmond. Let's do that. Laura, where are we? Laura Orso, Richmond. Congratulations, Laura. Thank you. And send me a note. Send me and Holly a note. I'm going to try to work it onto our page if it's not there. But oldswedesfarm@gmail.com.
And I've got it pinned to the top of the chat. So
okay, then look at you all doing that.
Yep.
So we got. Let's see.
Here you go.
Ladies' night tonight. Pam, Melissa, Laura, and I don't know about Tanks. Tanks 87, 83. If that maybe we've got. I don't know. Such a good-looking host here that all the ladies are checking out the sweepstakes or something. I'm just saying. Let's see. Sorry. Sorry. Well, here's what you do, Mark. Let's get another 1,000 of your friends to sign up, and we'll do another drawing. So no, we do appreciate everybody jumping in and joining. If I was throwing out the idea of doing our next live about goal setting and all that. If people have ideas for topics they'd like covered on the live, I love hearing from you what you want to hear versus me just getting up here and I do most of the babbling. But goal setting, I think that'd be great. Or if you've got some great goals for the year, Tammy, if you want to jump on as a guest and talk about your goals with the new property, or Hudson, if you are going to get property for sure, just what are the goals?
Or what are the things that you need to take care of just to see?
And the steps then you're taking to hit those goals. But if anybody has ideas for lives, we'd love to hear them. Or if you'd like to join us on a panel and talk about a topic, we'd love to have you. I'm trying to kind of do these so it's not, what does Rich want tonight? Let's see. There we go. Trying to do some things that where your time is well invested for sitting on here. Ricky We
Hello.
pulled your name 5 times and you weren't here to no. Welcome, Ricky. Another one of our fellow Minnesotans jumping on tonight. So thank you for jumping on. If there are ideas though, please let us know, or things that we're getting into gardening season, especially for
start planning and looking at what we want to grow, and
people down south. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, Barb and Gwen and all that. If you're not already out in the garden, I know you lost some plants with this big storm, but you're probably already planting some seeds.
No, they already had planted stuff.
And just stuff is, we're already into it. So let's see. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. That, you know what? That's the thing that really has I don't want to say amazed, maybe that's not the right word, but really stuck with me for about a year. We started a channel about a year and a half ago. And for about half a year, I was kind of figuring out what to do and how to do it. What's our story? You know, what do we do that? But everybody then, about last year, I got really tied into the community. Everybody helps everybody. And that's what I love about the YouTube community, how everybody is here to help if you've got an issue or a question.
Shoot an email off and
people are always and this is a good one too. Tammy, you and Lisa doing the goal setting, your 7F goal setting series. You guys have been doing that for a while. I think they're out. You can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think they're out on your channel and on Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm. They're on both channels. So check those out. The ones I've been able to see, they've been awesome. So you do them live and it's fun. Dawn, it is awesome. Just there's so many different opinions, so many different areas where people are planting, and you can see what works and what varieties. That was fun with the tomatoes last year. You know, we had a tomato that was really successful. Now everybody's like, oh my gosh, we got to try that. We got to try this. We got to, or have you thought about this one? If you're looking for
throwing different things back at us, and
if you're thinking of a sauce tomato, have you thought about this one? And Ollie's quickly writing down notes, and it's just awesome. You still don't have that voice coming back. Your voice was fine. But okay, Barb, you tell us when you're ready to go live. We're going to have you on then, because you'll be great. You've got so much knowledge to share.
Good night, Sheila. Thanks for joining us.
Going to work at 5. Okay. Thanks for joining us, Sheila, both subbing, and thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate that. Why don't we start wrapping things up? It's getting late, especially if you're on the East Coast. Let's see. Ricky is telling his secrets here.
Sometimes that's just it too.
You know what?
Continue
what you're doing. If you've got channels, I think keep throwing good content out there. I've seen some channels that I looked and I hadn't seen a video from them in a while, and it's like they stopped. But then I looked and, they were like mowing the lawn 18 times in a row. Ricky, you've got a great channel because there's such a wide variety that you're putting out there. It's fun to watch. What's he up to next? So keep putting good product out, and people will keep coming back. Right here? Later near. Really, you move and things are crazy. I wonder why. Of course. My gosh. There's a good one. Get quails and rabbits going. Gardener with compost. I'm trying to figure out how to refine my composting to move it. I want to make like a big wooden bin that's 3 areas, so that I can take it and move it from one bin into the next, and then move it back. And then when it's done, it goes into the third, and it's finished compost, and then keep adding to these 2 and moving back and forth. So I'm trying to do that. let me know, Mark, what you come up with. I'm still trying to wrap my head around where would it be so it's easy to get into, get out of, and take the finished product and use it efficiently and fast versus carrying stuff around. I hate
Well, I'd
carrying.
love to kind of get some of that space back too in the garden.
Yep, we've got our compost pile right in the middle of the garden, and it's not efficient because we're constantly walking around it. The hose gets in the way, the practical things. So
Well, and maybe this year we try and move it out to that one end where the pumpkins don't like to grow.
that could be a great spot for it. It could. So that's we're already planning. I
Yep.
love it. Setting goals.
Yep.
Winter's a quiet time. Yep. Time to just
Mm-hmm.
put your feet up a little bit and relax. So
Yep.
I don't know. Let's see. 2 years and 5 away from 500. If you guys have not subscribed to Gwen's channel, Broke Cowgirl Homestead, get down there and do it. Good stuff, fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love it because, like I said, right now I'm living vicariously through you folks from down south who are still gardening, who are getting it going, and I'm staring at 2.5 feet of snow. So I just love, Gwen, you've got a great story. You've got so much going on. It's fun to watch your videos. So there's so many good channels out here. Where is
Bomber Steve.
Bomber Steve from Sweeney's Creek Farm? Oh, welcome, Steve. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you. Thanks for joining us. We're just kind of wrapping up. Sorry, now that you're here, but Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Sweeney's Creek Farm, please do. Another. You had so much rain early in this year and all that. Trying to just. Eric also came in. Welcome, Eric.
Thanks for joining us here.
Another Minnesota channel.
Yep.
This is
And
so many.
Ricky,
Where?
right above that.
Yeah, more snow's coming. That's what I said. Like
Mhm.
here, 5 inches tomorrow, like in the afternoon, into
In
the
the
evening,
evening, and then another 8
seven
into
or
Tuesday.
8 into Tuesday. So we're gonna get another foot of snow here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Uh-oh. Someone's had some. I got to check out Barb's channel. Someone's had some birds that are flying. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Thank
Yeah.
you. We were happy today with 30 degrees.
Yep.
80.
Yep. And he's saying,
Thanks for rubbing that in.
yep. Good night, Lori.
Yeah, good night, Lori. Thanks. Enjoy the next storm. It's probably coming right across you up to us. So
Yep. Yeah.
yeah, you had
Yep.
so much rain, Steve. Dry as chips now. I
Mhm.
love that. You know, we're a couple minutes before, but why don't we just wrap it up here? Thank you all for coming in. Congrats to Pam, Melissa, Laura, and Tanks for winning the Amazon cards. But
Yep.
thank you all for joining us on our journey and continuing to be with us on our journey here. I'm looking forward to a fun 2023. I know there's going to be some epic fails, and we're going to have a lot of fun and grow some great stuff.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. So
Yep.
thank you again, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you. Well, we'll be on a few videos here, but we'll see you
in
in
a couple weeks.
2 weeks. Take care, everybody.
Yep.
Good night.
Thanks. Good night.